It's yetundevlogs.
Majesty, baby,
Yetundevlogs.
Hi guys and welcome to yetundevlogs. My name is Yetunde. Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. In Nigeria here we've been having public holidays since Thursday, so turn up for us, turn up. So I wanted to share this is actually quite a deep story. I felt like as today is Easter and it's the just the resurrection day this is the day that we celebrate as Christians, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So I felt like I wanted to share a bit of my faith and my conversion story with you guys. I know that so most of you know that I was a Muslim before, and now I'm a Christian. My family are still Muslim. Shout out to them. And I just wanted to share with you guys my story and basically what happened. So I was 19. I was at uni, at uni, just living the uni life kind of thing. And the uni life, you go clubbing a lot and everything, and it's just meant to be fun. You have a lot of fun as well as you study, but you have a lot of fun. You go out, meet new people, and in the uni they encourage like going out clubbing a lot as well. But I had kind of come to the point of like I was done with clubbing. I just felt like it wasn't beneficial to me in any way. I just felt it was making me feel a bit empty, and I just decided to just stop going clubbing and just be a better Muslim, so to speak. Like I just felt like it was time for me to just be better, just be a better person. And that I felt like through my faith it was the best way for me to do it. I then decided to just read my Quran a bit more and just take time out more and fast and everything, pray more. And as Muslims, you pray 5 times a day. So I was trying to get back into doing that a lot more. And like I said, I felt rather empty during that time. I felt like I just felt like life wasn't really going. Yeah, I was 19, but I just really felt like life wasn't really going how I wanted it to be, and I had a lot of anxiety. I used to get anxious a lot, and I used to worry a lot. So I just didn't know how to channel that in particular. So I just felt like I just didn't know what to do with myself. I would worry about things that just didn't need to be worried about, but I just couldn't help but worry about them. So I was told if I read my Quran more and pray more, I can, it can allow me to find that sense of peace. So on this particular night, I had, I used to talk to a lot of friends about my faith and being a Muslim and everything, and I had friends that would say to me that, oh wow, when the way I spoke about Islam with so much passion, it made them want to become Muslim, because that's how passionate I was about being a Muslim. And so one night I think I'd gone to bed and everything, and nothing was out of the ordinary. I was in my dorm room at uni, and I had a dream. It was a very deep dream. In the dream, it was me and 3 of my other friends that we all went to uni together. And basically we were in a waiting room in this dream, and we were waiting to be judged. So it was like a roller coaster that was coming to take us to this to be judged, basically. So the roller coaster would come, we would get in and would go to the judgment room. And in the dream, I was freaked out. I was panicking. I was so scared. I kept worrying about my mom. I was just really, really, really scared, and I didn't know what to do. Whereas my other friends around me, they were really calm. There was nothing. They were fine. They were really calm. And the only significant thing I could say that was different between us then was that they were Christians and I was the only Muslim. So when I woke up, I was like really scared, and I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was crying. I'd run to my friend's room. She was next door to me, and I was just like, oh my god, I just had this dream. I don't know what it means. I'm so scared. And she was just like, just take it easy. Like, she prayed for me and everything. And I went back to my room, and that was that kind of thing. And I told my mum about it, and she was just like, she has dreams, like those kind of dreams all the time. It doesn't mean anything, and I shouldn't allow a dream to basically let me feel like I was feeling. And I was just like, okay. But it was such I tried to push it to the back of my mind. I just felt like it's just a dream. It's I'm told it's just a dream. It's not a big deal. But because it reflected a lot of what I was feeling, like although I felt in reality, I felt like I'm I would say to people that if I died today, I'm happy I died a Muslim. I feel like that's it. I spoke with very passionate words. I would say a lot, but it's like I felt like my subconscious felt very different. It just seemed very different, and therefore my mind I just felt very confused. I didn't know what was going on. Speaking to my parents about it, they kind of just tried to ease my worries and just said that I should just forget about it. It's not a big deal and everything. So I think one particular night I was with my friend, and it was two of my friends, and my friend that was we lived in the same flat. She now brought up my dream, and she was like, how come you don't talk about it? And I was just like I was stunned because I was taken aback. I was like, oh wow, this was I think it was almost months later. And I was like, why would you bring it up? She was like, I don't know what that dream meant. I don't know why you're bringing it up. And I felt very, it just took me by surprise, and it upset me. I just started crying. I was like, I don't know what the dream meant. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't know. I just don't know. And so she was like, she tried to console me and just was like, that I can't tell you anything, but all I can say to you is maybe just come to my church and just see. There's no obligation, just see how it goes and everything. And I was just like I just, in my mind, I just was like, okay, whatever. I agreed to go to her church, I think that the following day, because it was a Saturday, so church was on Sunday, so I was like, okay. In my mind, it was like, I've grown up, some of my family are Christians, and extended family, they're Christians, and some of them anyway. And I have friends. I've gone to my schools that I went to. They were Church of England, so it wasn't anything new to me. Christianity wasn't something that was. I didn't feel I wasn't drawn in by it. I think the only thing that perhaps when I was younger, I felt like, it seemed a lot easier to be a Christian because you didn't have to pray 5 times a day and you didn't have to fast. So I thought, I just felt like it was easier. So sometimes I used to go, I wish I was a Christian. It's life is just a lot easier. So I never had the desire to change my faith or to become a Christian. I felt like I was happy where I was. So I would go to church programs and stuff, and I'd come back, and it would even drive me to want to become a better Muslim. So I never felt I never felt convicted, essentially. So so the day came, and she was like, okay, we're going to church, and I was just like, and I tried to get out of it. I was like, I don't know, maybe I don't think I feel like going. I feel a bit silly. She was like, there's no obligation, but I shouldn't feel that she's not forcing me or anything. But I shouldn't feel it's not a big deal. It's just come in and just see and whatever. No big deal. No pressure kind of thing. And I was like, okay, cool. But I just still felt uneasy, and I didn't know why. I couldn't kind of shake the feeling. So I prayed, obviously, as you know, as Muslims, you pray in different ways, and most times you pray in Arabic. You pray in Arabic. You need to learn surahs in the Quran, and those are what you use to pray. But I decided to pray in a different way that day. I just said to God that I'm going to this place, and I pray that whatever you want to show me, that you will show it to me. And that was it. So that was that. So I just felt okay. I felt calm. I felt at peace once I said that, and we went. When we got to the church, I felt like I just now felt this overwhelming feeling again. I felt like I couldn't enter. I didn't know why I couldn't shake it off. I just started to get emotional and I didn't know why. So I just was like, oh my gosh, I don't want people to think that I'm crazy. Like, what's wrong with this girl? Like, so I just tried to just brush it off, and so we entered the church and went to the service, and during praise and worship I was closing my eyes because some of the songs were I knew some of the songs. Like I said, I went to Christian school, so so I closed my eyes and tears were streaming down it, and I was just like, why am I crying? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I'd look around and think, oh, people must be thinking this girl is like crazy. Like, what's wrong with her? So just like wipe my eyes and sort myself out. And so after the sermon, they closed to do the altar call, and the altar call, for those that don't know, it's like when they call for those that want to give their life to Christ and essentially become a Christian. And so, and I was in my mind, I was like, of course I'm not going to go up. And then I was like, why would you even think? Like, I was having like an argument with myself, like, why would you even think about it? So of course you're not going up. And I was like, oh. So the argument was going on, and as it was going on, the service had closed, and it was time for us to leave. So I got up, I tried to leave, and I couldn't leave. I can't explain it, but I just physically could not move. Like, I just felt stuck. I felt stuck, and I just broke down. I just broke down crying. I'm just remembering this. It can feel emotional. I just broke down crying, and I just didn't know why. Didn't expect that I would get emotional. So I was just crying. I was crying, and I just felt like I don't know. I just didn't know why I was crying so much, and my heart felt like it was breaking. I was just crying. And nobody came to me. They just left me to just kind of just left me to be, essentially. And I felt like a tap on my shoulder. It was the pastor. She came to me and she was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's the matter? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, what are you feeling? I was like, I just feel so scared. I just felt very scared, and I didn't know why. I just felt really scared, and I felt scared, confused. I just was really, really emotional. And then she prayed for me. She was like, Jesus, bring peace into this girl's heart. And as she prayed for me, everything stopped. Like, everything stopped. I just felt it was like a wind. Like, everything stopped. Tears stopped. At that point, I even tried to cry. Like, I tried to, because I didn't understand how. Because everything just stopped. My mind, all the things that were running around in my mind, everything just stopped. And I tried to cry and nothing came. I just felt peace. I just felt this peace like I never ever felt before. And as she kept praying for me, she said to me that, do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? And I was just like, in my mind I was like, no. And I opened my mouth and I said, yes. I kept saying yes to all the things, and she, before I knew it, she was like, okay, well, she was like, welcome to the family. And I was just like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, I don't understand. My friend said, and funny enough, like, one of my friends, she had told me, like, during the week that I think, like, the day before I had spoken to her, she was like, oh, I have something for you. And, so after I came out, she was like, oh, I have something for you. And it was a New Believer's Bible. And I was like, Like, it was just so weird because I was like, how, like, it's planned? Like, what is this kind of thing? Everything was really surreal to me. But that New Believers Bible was like everything that really helped me, because I felt very overwhelmed by everything. Like, I called my mom, I was just like rambling. She just was like, I don't understand what you're saying. Call your uncle. Like, so her older brother, who's a pastor, so I called him and he was just like, I was like, uncle, I think I'm going crazy, like, this is what happened. I told him everything that happened. I told him about my dream, and he was like, no, like, we've been praying, thank God, like, this is what happened to him when he was around my age, and like, this is God just bringing me to him. And yeah, and that's how I became saved. That's how I became a Christian, and I've never looked back since. I was 19. I'm now 30. So I don't know what to say. I felt to share this because it's the resurrection. We're celebrating the resurrection, and I believe in the story of the resurrection. I believe that Jesus died for my sins, and I believe that he rose again, and I believe that on the third day he rose again, and I believe that he has come to save us. And I'm not one to really, obviously you see my blogs and everything, and I talk about various random stuff, and you may know that I'm a Christian, but I don't believe in hammering my faith into anybody. Like, I love all, like I said, my family, they are still Muslims, and I love them very, very much. I'm very close with them, and although it was a very challenging time for me and for them as well, which is understandable now, I can understand now, but I just believe that I have found God, and I found where I'm supposed to be, and I feel like as human beings we should respect where people feel that they need to be. And I believe in sharing my faith, but I don't believe in hammering it. When I was a Muslim, I was told by some people that were they thought they were evangelizing, that oh, are you a Christian? They will ask me, are you a Christian? And I'll be like, no. And they're like, okay, do you think you're going to heaven? And I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to heaven. And they'll be like, no, you're going to hell. And I don't believe in people. I don't believe in that. That's not the gospel. The gospel of Jesus Christ is to save people, and it's to bring them peace. And I believe in, if you want to share your faith, share it, and share it with love. And I believe, like, my channel is for loads of things, and I just felt like it was, I wanted to share my faith with you guys. And if anyone felt like I felt, and you feel like you perhaps want to draw closer to Jesus Christ, you can always say, you can accept him where you are. You don't have to go to a church to do it. You can ask him to come into your heart right now, and to change your life, and he will do that. And it's just as easy as that. There's no gimmicks, there's no stories. That's just essentially it. And I just wanted to share with you guys, like, if anybody's in a place where they just feel so much sorrow, like, or feel sad or confused or whatever you're feeling, and it's bringing you down, I just know that that's where I found peace, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And so it was a challenging time for me in terms of like the transition and everything, but I have to say it was the best decision I've ever made. And I'm so, every day I God shows me, God shows me how much he's done for me, and he shows me that this is the best place I need to be. I'm not a perfect Christian by any means. I am not. I can give you a list of things, and I can go on. But I feel like my love for God and the things that I've seen in my life, and how much peace being in Christ gives me, is something I will never fail to share. I will never fail to share with others. Because I can't be having all this love and not share it. So that's why I wanted to share with you guys. So yes, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask me or comment below, and I'm always happy to share and talk about it. I'm not here to, say one is better than the other. Far, far, far from it. Like I said, I'm a work in progress, and as a Christian, I believe that we are all works in progress, and I'm just here to share what makes me happy and what has brought me peace, and I hope you guys receive that well. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's a little bit different to what I normally do, but I just felt like it was very fitting for me to share that today, and I hope you know it was helpful for anybody. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please do comment below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.